On Value This with Dr. Lori, we're talking old records, and also we're going to get to hear Dr. Lori sing one of these tunes.
Yeah, you're very lucky. You
oh
really
boy,
are.
you got to listen to this. It's coming right up. Hi, everybody. I'm Carol Erickson, along with the phenomenal Dr. Lori. Value This with Dr. Lori. And, you know,
and I'm here with the phenomenal Carol Erickson.
Thank you. We're in Bristol right now. And, you know, and it's an antique store. It's just great. It just opened on Mill Street. Yeah. But what do you have there?
Vacation, all I ever wanted. The Go-Go's. Who remembers the Go-Go's, right? From the 80s.
Okay.
Or maybe Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
After the Stranger.
Okay.
Right? These are the higher.
Street.
Yeah, these are the higher priced record albums, right? Remember, vinyl's coming back. It's coming back strong. So we're seeing a lot of revival of not only vinyl, but we're also seeing the old record players come back. The portable ones, the little plastic ones that you can carry around. This one, of course, is Frampton's Comes Alive. $7.99 for this. That's the price on this. It's probably worth about $10. So these are the more expensive records. Why are they more expensive? There's some of the best known pieces of soundtracks music of their era, right? So this was, of course, Paul Simon's very famous comeback.
Wow.
Still crazy after all these years, right?
And this is for $4.
For $4. So, you know, you'll see the higher prices on those that are oftentimes extremely
And are you buying the record inside, or are you buying all the liner?
You're buying all of it, because you don't get all of this now. Now you download the song.
Right.
And, you know, you can download some images and that kind of thing on your iTunes, but all of this was sort of what you coveted. Now, they are not in particularly fantastic shape for the artwork, but what you are seeing is you're seeing, again, these particular pieces in their original form, because lots of people want them in their original form. They want, you know, Rosalinda's eyes to come after Big Shot on this particular album. You know,
wow.
The order was important.
I didn't know you knew all that stuff.
Oh, I know all kinds of stuff you wouldn't believe. But those are the types of things you want to think about. Also remember that these are the 33s, so these are the big vinyl records. The other ones that are relatively valuable are also our 45s. Right? You know, there are folks, we used to have a little plastic piece that went in here so you could transfer it.
Right.
And a lot of people go, what is that? So, you know, oftentimes today you're going to see these pieces. This is Stevie Nicks. So we want to see as good condition as possible. When we see hundreds or thousands of dollars for an album, usually it's pristine and never been played. These have all been played. They probably have a scratch from a needle on it, that whole thing.
Okay. So are these going to be getting more valuable?
They are getting more valuable, because about three to 5 years ago, they were not as valuable at all. And what's happened is our millennial generation, the largest generation now, remember, they have outpaced baby boomers as the biggest generation. They are coming back and saying, I want to listen to music in this manner. I also want to have vinyl.
Now, if you're buying these to save for your retirement, do you buy this and go, I'm going to take, you know, this Paul Simon thing, I'm going to hold on to it and never play this record? Or is that just...
Not for this piece, because this piece has already been played and it's already been damaged to a particular point.
Okay.
So there's no point in you basically saying, I'm going to hold on to this just for posterity's sake. You'd need 100 years before you're going to really have a big spike in value for it. What it's for now is collectability, enjoyment, and the fact that you have the original album.
Okay, and they even have like little cases, like this little...
Well, this is the carrying case from the 60s.
And even that has some value because of this lucite handle. And
that's right. And basically the carrying case, because what you do then is you take these and you go to your friend's house, you listen to it on their record player.
Yeah,
right?
Have a record hop.
Yeah, that's right. And value on this is probably about $25.
Okay.
Where you find bargains, you'll find some things that are overpriced too.
Okay, all right. So you kind of average it out. Now here,
average it out.
A book like this.
What's wrong with that book right off the top? Acidic burned. The paper is so old that the actual paper is starting to acid burn.
Yeah.
Now, the great thing about it are these images, right? And that it is intact. Anytime you see an old book, I want you to see a strong spine, right? If you see all this discoloration, that's acid burning. You're really not going to be able to stop that, because basically the paper is made of high acid content. So as it deteriorates, now don't put it somewhere damp, don't put it somewhere wet,
or in the light,
or the light is not as good either, and don't put it someplace where it can attract dirt or bugs.
Is it ever worth it to just cut that picture out or if you
people do that and they say, I just want the artwork, I want to sell the artwork, or I like the artwork, but then you have basically diminished all the value of the book itself.
Okay, so something to think about when you're looking at this and getting into the old collectible mode. And
that's right. So things that are on your shelf, like your record albums and pieces, and your books are going to be the types of things that you want to make sure that you basically keep them a little bit of air pocket around them.
Okay, great. Why don't you sing us out with your go-go song that we couldn't
Vacation,
even... And we'll see you next time on Value This with Dr.
Lori.